Yeah, your screen is visible.
Yes, just a minute.
Yeah.
So, a warm good evening to everyone present here. Myself, Karthik AS. So, today's I'm gonna explain the topic on first the left politics, and the second one is the cash politics, and the last is the Dravidian movement. So the resource I've taken is the cash and the democratic politics in India. It's one of the book, and the article on cash politics, blog 5, which was sent by our sir, and Wikipedia, and some articles on the old newspapers and some online websites. So let's get started. So first we'll talk about the political left politics. So the first we should know the meaning of left politics. Left-wing politics supports social equality and egalitarianism. Egalitarianism means the equality that all people are equal and have equal opportunity, often in opposition of social hierarchy. Left-wing politics typically involve a concern for those people in a society whom it adherents perceive as disadvantaged relative to others, as well as a relief that there are unjustified inequalities that need to be reduced or abolished. According to one of the professor of economics, Barry Clark, he says that left-wing supporters claim that human development flourishes when individuals engage in cooperative, mutually respectful relations that can thrive only when excessive differences in status, power, and wealth are eliminated. So basically, left-wing politics looks on the social equality for the people who feel inequalities. Their main motive will be the equality of the people, like in all respect, like in status, power, wealth, and other other topics. So we'll go in some of the history of the left politics. The history of India's freedom struggle reflects the history of the left movement in the country. The emergence of the movement in India coincides with the radical trends in anti-imperialist movements in various other colonial, semi-colonial, and dependent countries, particularly in Asia. Owing to the left active's involvement in the anti-colonial struggle, the ideology of the left acquired mass appeal to the extent that the CPA, that is the Communist Party of India, which is the main left parties, and its later offshoots became the face of left politics in the country. Inspired by the international communist movement, the CPA focused on building a strong peasant working class alliance, mobilizing them towards a revolutionary cause. The rebellion against the Nizam of Hyderabad, radical peasant movements in West Bengal and Thane led by the party and its peasant front, and the Kisan Sabha, and the tribal struggle in Tripura led by the Janaki Prasad are the notable examples. So these are the main examples which we consider the left politics, history of the left
Uh,
politics.
yes, Mr. Mayank.
यस सर। सर इन्होंने कहा कि लेफ्ट पार्टी का मीनिंग क्या है। मीनिंग लेफ्ट पार्टी है वो सोशल इक्वालिटी की बात करती है और इगैलिटेरियन सोसाइटी बनाने की कोशिश करती है। और इन्होंने बताया सीपीआई कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया मेन है जो लेफ्ट सपोर्टर है। इन्होंने कई सारे पीजेंट मूवमेंट भी कराए हैं रेडिकली, जैसे कि पीजेंट मूवमेंट हुआ था निजाम के खिलाफ, थाने में हुआ था पीजेंट मूवमेंट, एंड वेस्ट बंगाल में मूवमेंट हुआ था पीजेंट। दैट्स ऑल।
Shall I continue, sir? Shall I continue?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
So, if we talk of the left, we also should know that what is the difference between the left and the right politics. So, I have made a small table which shows all the differences. So, let's get it. So, left politics economically policies involve reducing income equality, increasing tax rates for the wealthy, and the government spending on social programs and infrastructure. Whereas the right politics, economic policy involves low taxes, less regulation of business by the government, and the left politics is more liberal in its approach and outlook, whereas right politics are more conservative. Those belonging to the left spectrum of politics believe that a society will benefit from an expanded role for the government, And the right-wing ideologies believe that the best outcome for the society is delivered when the individual rights and civil liberties are paramount with limited involvement of the government. The left-wing politics is characterized by an emphasis on equality, fraternity, progress, and the reforms, whereas the right-wing politics is characterized by the ideas of authority, hierarchy, tradition, and the nationalism. Populist ideas in left wing do not include horizontal inclusion and will rely more on the egalitarian ideas, whereas the populism is a recurring them in right-wing political circles. Populism is a political approach that appeals to ordinary people who feel that their rights are ignored. So next, these are some of the ideologies of the left politics.
Last slide, previous slide.
Yes,
Okay, give me few minutes. Okay, so
yes,
यहाँ पे लेफ्ट पॉलिटिक्स और आप लोग भी देख लीजिए लेफ्ट पॉलिटिक्स और राइट पॉलिटिक्स और मे बी कॉल सेंट्रलिस्ट पॉलिसी आल्सो लेफ्ट इन इंडिया CPI CPM and in the student community SFI and so many party who and some socialist party also, but though the left political parties and socialist parties are a little bit different. Okay, but here the left party, left wing economic policies involving reducing income equality, increased tax rate for the wealthy, and governmental spending on social programs and infrastructure. So this is the idea of the left political party कि भाई वहाँ पे इनकम इक्वालिटी होनी चाहिए, टैक्सेस वेल्दी लोगों के लिए अलग स्लैब होना चाहिए और सोशल प्रोग्राम्स पे अधिक एक्सपेंडिचर होना चाहिए। लेकिन जो राइट पॉलिटिक्स पार्टी है वो इन्वॉल्व लो टैक्सेस, लेस रेगुलेशंस ऑन बिजनेस बाय द गवर्नमेंट। और अगर आप देख रहे हैं अभी बीजेपी इज ए सो कॉल्ड राइट विंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, तो वहाँ पे अभी आप सिंपली आपको पता चल जाएगा दीज आर द बुकिश आइडियाज अबाउट द लेफ्ट एंड द राइट कि भाई लेफ्ट जब आती है तो अपने अकॉर्डिंग चलती है, राइट आती है तो अपने अकॉर्डिंग चलती है। एंड द लेफ्ट विंग पॉलिटिक्स इज मोर लिबरल इन द अप्रोच एंड आउटलुक, but though they are not very liberal in inside political structure, but for the outside they are very liberal, and but right wing political parties are very conservative. आप अगर देखें अभी जो रिसेंट इंसिडेंट्स इंडिया में तो सब कुछ कोर्ट के थ्रू आ रहा है, चाहे वो 370 है 77 है, वो कोर्ट के थ्रू आ रहा है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये है कि गवर्नमेंट ये नहीं दिखाना चाहती है कि आई एम वेरी लिबरल, हम कंजर्वेटिव हैं, लेकिन ये कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है, सो वी शुड involve ourselves in the court. Karthik, am I right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So ये सारी चीजें हैं और मैंने वक्त दिया आप लोगों को पढ़ने का। तो राइट विंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, लेफ्ट विंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एंड द सेंट्रिस्ट, और these terms came from the, I think, French Revolution, huh, Karthik?
Yes, sir, French.
The right, the left, yes, go ahead. Next.
So every party has their some ideologies or the rules or regulations. So these are some ideologies of the left parties. They believe in pro-poor ideologies. They believe in bringing people's revolution and believe in secular politics. The party aligning with left ideologies gets fund from members belonging to the working class. Left parties rarely involve in corruption or crime. Leftists are opposed to the setup of private industries and the presence of strong unions in all the fields, such as labor, students, and others. They do not believe in God or religion by philosophy. They have strong policies towards the protection of the minority groups.
The one of the strongest left ideologue, Somnath Chatterjee, he himself revealed in his second floor a huge temple were there. Somnath Chatterjee, if you do recognize. So they do not believe in God or religion by philosophy. So point to be noted. Huh?
Yes, sir. Philosophy.
So yes, by philosophy. Huh? सो ये इम्पोर्टेंट है। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो गॉड में विश्वास नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन नहीं करना चाहिए, फिलोसफिकल हो जाएंगे कि नहीं करना चाहिए एक्सेट्रा। लेकिन everybody in India, the Indian left is entirely different. They believe in the God. हाँ, चलिए कार्तिक।
So, we know how this left parties are, birth of the left parties. So, M.N. Roy's CPA and its later spin-off became the face of the left parties in India, with CPI, this Communist Party of India, focusing on mobilizing peasants and workers towards the revolutionary cause. When the Gandhiji launched the quit, we all know that 1940s, we launched Gandhi's law, the Quit India movement. Against the British in 1940s, the Soviet Union wanted the CPI to support the British Army against fascism, which led to the CPI withdrawing from the freedom struggle, leading to India's independence. The party made its ideological impact post-independence by forming armed struggles against the princely rulers of India, such as Nizam of Hyderabad. It felt that the need to embrace parliamentary politics by the end of 1952 instead of occupying the space of the government for the agrarian and the trade union movements. Of the party emerged as viable opponents against the Congress, the party experienced its first ever electoral success in the state of Kerala in 1957 in the legislative assembly elections. The party gained the footing in Tripura and West Bengal later after a span of the 2 decades.
मयंक, birth of the political left party, मयंक।
यस सर।
गो अहेड, अभी क्या बात हुई?
सर वो जल्दी जल्दी में निकल गया, नहीं आया समझ।
खुशी, खुशी, चिराग शर्मा,
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ जी सर। नहीं, ये अभी किस बारे में बात हुई बताइए। आर्सिया, anybody listening me? खुशी and Arsia? लकी।
यस सर। सर बेसिकली इसमें बताया गया सर, जैसे सीपीआई का सर मतलब बर्थ कैसे हुआ सर, उनमें सर सबसे बड़ा नाम सर एम एन रॉय का है सर, जिन्होंने पूरी तरह से सीपीआई को लीड किया सर। और सर सेकंड में बताया गया जब महात्मा गांधी ने भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन स्टार्ट किया सर, तो उस समय सर वो सीपीआई जो भी मतलब सीपीआई के मेंबर थे, उन्होंने ब्रिटिश आर्मी को सपोर्ट किया, मतलब फांसीवाद के विरोध। और सर और वो तो सीपीआई ने सर मतलब फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल में भी बहुत सारा मेन मेन भूमिका निभाया सर। और थर्ड पैराग्राफ में दिया है सर, और जो सीपीआई का सर पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस का मतलब आज़ादी के बाद भी एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा सर, जिसमें सबसे बड़ा एग्जांपल था सर वो प्रिंसली जो हैदराबाद के प्रिंसली रूलर थे सर, उनके खिलाफ इन्होंने आवाज़ उठाया या उनके खिलाफ विरोध किया। और सर और लास्ट पैराग्राफ में सर
Party gained a footing in Tripura and West Bengal later after a span of 2 decades. That means
Yes, sir.
they are going to involve more involvement in the politics. So धीरे धीरे इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स में इन्वॉल्व होने लगे। Yes. So this is the birth of left political party. इसमें कुछ ऐसा नहीं यार, आप लोगों को पढ़ के आना चाहिए था, थोड़ा सा तब समझ में आता। 1925 एम एन रॉय, ठीक है, एम एन रॉय ने 1935 में इसको एस्टेब्लिश किया। यस कार्तिकेय।
So now we'll study about the Communist Party of India. So the Communist Party of India, the national political party in India, whose headquarters are in New Delhi at present. Sivaram Sudhakar Reddy became the head of the CPA in 2012, following his election as the general secretary. According to the CPA's official history, the party was founded in late 1925 in Kanpur, now in Uttar Pradesh state. Earlier in the decade, however, a number of people, both within and outside India, attempted to establish a communist presence on a subcontinent. Notable was a manifesto issued in 1920 in Taksim, that's now in Uzbekistan, by Manabendra Nath Roy, who could become the party's first leader. Bani Mukherjee and Roy's wife Elgin that called for the creation of the Communist Party in India. The CPA's initial objectives combined military anti-imperialism with internationalism to create a movement parallel to the non-violent civil disobedience campaigns led by the Mohandas K. Gandhi and the Indian National Congress. At that time, however, the British colonial administration has imposed a general ban on the communist activities and took a number of measures against the party, including imprisoning the leaders in 1929. The CPI thus remained organizationally weak and constricted to operate continuously until the party was legalized in 1942. So in this, they start the how the CPA was started and by whom. That in 1925 the CPA was started, and the other you have seen in the last in the birth of the CPA that all these CPA's objectives and work. And now the present is- just a minute. This present General Secretary of the CPA is the D. Raja. I have not included, so it was excellent.
Not an issue. Yeah.
So we also know that the CPA was divided into two, that is CPI and the CPAM. The CPI was which was led by the D. Raja, and CPIM was Sitaram Yechury. So the reason for the split of CPA was by the 1960s, the Marxist posting became even more of the French. By then, close allies, the Soviet Union and China had become bitter rivals. The 1962 war, where China humiliated India, created a wide rift in the ranks of Marxists. One section, taking orders from Moscow, supported India and denounced China. By then, a group within the CPA had started taking orders from Beijing, ruled by Mao Zedong, and this group supported China during and after the war. In 1964, the conflicting orders emanating from Moscow and Beijing became too much for the Marxists to handle, and they had to split. Thus was the born of CPIM, which is the big brother of the Indian Marxist Mafia. The split was happened in the year 1964.
Yeah, good.
So, coming to the last side of this topic, that is the relevance of left-wing parties. That is the future of the left-wing parties in India. Despite in the recurring splits, the left still has a major influence in the three states of Kerala, West Bengal, and Tripura. That now after the split also they were dominating in Kerala, West Bengal, and Tripura. In Kerala, the left front has successfully present, although they have been pitted against the Congress party while deciding the policy at the center. In the West Bengal, the CPIM held on the power for the 3 decades under Jyoti Basu's leadership after it was elected to power in 1977. The state of Tripura was governed by CPIM until it was overthrown by the BJP last year. With respect to the present situation, Kerala is the only state with the left parties in the power. So,
Okay. So
the left parties.
2025 में CPI एस्टेब्लिशमेंट हुआ. CPI जो है वो डिवाइडेड हुआ आगे. और क्यों डिवाइडेड हुआ? Everybody knows that 1962 war, one fraction of political party took order from China and other was the Moscow. So this was the basic problem when we are talking about the CPI and CPIM. And आप लोग जानते हैं कि वन CPIML भी है, माले. वो अभी भी जो पुरानी आइडियोलॉजी है कम्युनिस्ट की, वही आइडियोलॉजी को फॉलो कर रहा है. So these are the important thing about the Communist Party of India, basically ideology, and I need more charts. I need to that you depict the more charts, and then it would be better for our students. Got any point, Mr. Karthikesh? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
But the two charts are important. One is the uh, difference between the uh, difference chart, and other is CPI. Yes, left political politics and right politics. और तो ये जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट इशू है. ओके, सो ये और इसका शॉर्ट नोट्स आता है आप लोगों को पढ़ने के लिए. सो दिस इज गुड. यस, सो गो.
So next topic is the caste politics. So first we should understand what is caste politics and system in India. Caste can be defined as a hereditary anonymous group having a common name or common traditional occupation or a common culture, relative rigidity in the matters of mobility, distinctiveness of status, and forming a single homogeneous community. It is derived from the Spanish and Portuguese word casta, meaning lineage or the race, or a group having a hereditary equality. The Indian caste system is considered as a closed system of stratification, which means that the person's social status is obliged to the which state caste he or she was born to. The Indian caste system is a classification of people into four hierarchical rank occupation groups and access to wealth called varnas. In varnas, the brahmanas, usually priests and scholars, are ranked at the top. Next are the Next are the Kshatriyas or the political rulers and the soldiers. They are followed by the Vaishyas or the merchants and the fourth Varna of consistence of the Shudras, who are usually laborers, peasants, and artisans and the servants. Outside system, Varna system, there exists a social caste who are considered the untouchables. Each Varna includes within it several castes and subcastes.
यस,
So here
सी. यस, कार्तिक. ये जो है वो ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्राज की बात कर रही है. डेट मीन्स जो कास्ट सिस्टम था, इट वाज वेल डीप रूटेड. और द कास्ट मीन्स lineage, race, group having hereditary qualities, what is known as the caste, the genesis of caste India. And the genesis of the caste India, this is the historical background. हमारे यहाँ genesis क्या था? तो genesis जो है वो ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र. If you go for the Hindu literature, so-called not Hindu, Brahminical literature, you'll find each caste having their own ideas and the work. So that's why these were started in ancient India. Yes.
So the emergence of caste-based organizations. Caste and democratic political system signify opposite value systems. Caste is a hierarchy in which the status of an individual in the social system is determined by the birth. On the other hand, democratic political system supports freedom of an individual or equality of status with an emphasis that no one is above the rule of law. Rajini Kothari, in the caste in Indian politics, argues that in India, politicization of caste has taken place. Caste and politics entered a relationship which has changed the both. Consequently, secularism of caste has taken place. Secularization of caste denotes that the caste role is not confined to its traditional role defined by the principles of purity and impurity. It helps in mobilization of caste for secular interests such as power and employment. Secularization of caste has helped in the formation of intercaste alliances and coalitions. Change in nature of caste has occurred because of the interaction between caste and the political institutions. Rajini Kothari emphasized three aspects while discussing about the interaction between the caste and politics in India. The first aspect can be seen in the form of secularism of caste through their political involvement. So I have written all the three aspects. So coming to next, the second aspect is related to the integration of dimension. The caste system not only differentiate individuals on the basis of their caste and social inequality, but also distinctions on the basis of their occupational and economic roles. At the same time, it is an internal structure of a specific type, namely one that is more intense in its small group orientations and particularization royalties, and where wider royalties operate only when they are structured through the prevailing differentiations. This
Karthik, kindly summarize this. What is caste? Don't ask me. Kindly summarize this. Give us your own opinion about this caste. What written here? Not line by line.
as- about the aspects or about the caste.
No, no, no.
Okay,
Uh, the whole. What do you mean by the whole aspect? The whole idea of caste, according to you?
okay. So, according to Ajenko Terry, he has divided into three aspects, which the first aspect is the secularism, that we all know that each one has a caste or religion. So first he has uh, made about the caste that and individual can be included on the basis of their caste. And in the second
Yes.
aspect, about the occupation of the economic groups, about our living life, that everyone is a uh, everyone is included in the social identity or caste. But at the same time, we also look at the economic roles and the occupational. And uh, the third aspect is the adult fancies. That is where the three concepts are that in caste politics also enter. Like nowadays, politics enters in everything. But according to him, that in politics, caste also includes.
ओके गिव मी सेकेंड यहाँ पे जब कास्ट की बात हो रही है तो कास्ट के बारे में ये बताया जा रहा है कि जो जनरली पांच चार एस्पेक्ट्स कास्ट के बारे में बताए गए हैं रजनी कोठारी ने इसको बताया है और ये जो सारा डिफरेंसेज है जो पहला दूसरा तीसरा और चौथा तो अगर हम देखें अगर फोर्थ वन caste member, particularly poor and marginalized, who previously remained untouched by the political process, got politicized and began to practice in electoral politics with an exceptions of their interest with would be served. So these are the important aspect when we are talking about जब हम लोग कास्ट के बारे में बात करते हैं तो हम जो पुराने कास्ट है जो ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय और वैश्य और शूद्र उनमें हम डिवीजन और सब डिवीजन बात करते हैं एंड नाउ caste become a political identity during the election. That was the social and anthropological aspect. कास्ट को क्यों बांटा गया था क्योंकि कास्ट को सोशल एंड पॉलिटिकल एस्पेक्ट को ध्यान में रखने के लिए लेकिन यहाँ पे सोशल और इकोनॉमिक एस्पेक्ट को लेकिन अब कास्ट डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू द पॉलिटिक्स सो इन द कास्ट आल्सो एवरीथिंग become politics after 1950s and why because and still also and in the first lesson also caste in the some constituency caste played a very um, important role so and still in this political situation caste played an important role um, um in each and every aspects caste जो है ना वो आपको इम्पैक्ट करती है पहले जो इलेक्शन होते थे और चाहे अभी भी इलेक्शन होते हैं उसमें कास्ट जो है एक मेजर रोल प्ले करती है तो वही हमें क्या पढ़ना है कास्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स तो ये जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो आपको लिखना है यस गो हेड
So we'll now
लिटिल बिट लाउडर कार्तिक लिटिल बिट लाउडर
yes. So now we'll get into the topic caste formation. With the purpose of winning elections, various caste formations. It is important to note that generally political parties wanting to get the support of different castes are involved in encouraging formation of caste formations. In economic and popular parlance, the caste formations are addressed in abbreviated forms through the same acronym by the first name of the caste to which they belong. Caste formations influence politics in India, both in pre and post-independence scenarios.
Yes.
Here are some here are some instances of caste formations. The reason for making them and accounts by which they became to be known. Two examples of caste formations during the pre-independence are relevant here. One is the formation of Triveni Sangh in Bihar in 1930s, and two AG, AJGAR and Akrami around the same time in the Punjab, which constituted Haryana and Punjab as they exist these days. The Ajgar stood for the caste which constituted it. A means Hairis, G for Jats, G for Gujarats, and R for Rajputs. It was proposed by Chotu Ram, a farmer leader from the Punjab. Although these castes belong to the middle and high caste ranking order, the fact that they shared common economic problems has cultivating communities that involve working of their allies. In the post-independence era, in the late 1960s, early 1970s, the multiple caste alliance known as Ajgar was used by Charan Singh to challenge the monopoly of Indian National Congress in the national and religious politics. The alphabet in Ajgar stood for Irish, Charles, Gujarat, and Rajput, respectively. By mobilizing support of Ajgar, Charan Singh led the party Bharatiya Kranti Dal in electoral post to form a challenge to the dominance of Congress in the North India. This combination enabled Charan Singh to become the first non-Congress chief minister of Uttar Pradesh in 1967. So this says about the how caste politics played a role in the Indian politics. Like we all know that in nowadays South India has a many caste forms like JDS and all. So how this and all help in the politics and help in winning the elections. Like in
एकदम बहुत यस, ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। जैसे अजगर का नाम आपने सुना होगा, आज भी इलेक्शंस होता है तो उसमें हम कुछ कुछ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के बारे में स्लोगन करते हैं, एक दूसरे के बारे में स्लोगन करते हैं। तो वो स्लोगन उस समय जो मूवमेंट है इंडिया का लेफ्ट मूवमेंट, वो वहाँ से शुरू हुआ बिहार से। लेफ्ट नहीं, कास्ट फॉर्मेशन का जो गढ़ है, और वहाँ पे इलेक्शंस में यूजुअली इन सब जो नारे हैं उनका यूज होता था। तो ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट होता है जब हम कास्ट फॉर्मेशन की बात करते हैं तो। ओके, यस।
Among the most important example of caste formation is that of caste alliances of subtitle castes. Dalits and OBC such as BAM, CEF and DS4. The BAM CEF stood for Backward and Minority Class Employees Federation and DS4 stood for Dalit and 4 times English alphabet S or Dalit Shoshit Samaj Sangra Samiti. These organizations were founded by Kashi Ram. He founded BMC in 1978. He broadened the scope of BMC to include disadvantaged groups, backward classes, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and religious minorities, including employees at every level of hierarchy and from all the states. Following Ambedkar's teaching, the DS4 launched an English publication, The Oppressed Indian. Through this organ, Kanchiram launched a campaign to spread the message of Ambedkar for the oppressed sections to educate, organize, and aggregate in order to gain social equality and self-respect. In 1984, he founded a political party, the PSP. The PSP emerged as a strong political party in North India, especially in Uttar Pradesh, where its leader Mayawati became the chief minister 4 times. Indeed, the emergence of caste formation is a continuous process. According to the need of times, new formation emerge, which may disappear after some time, and again new formations may appear. So here, some of the organizations were done by the Kashiram, which included in form of all states and the religious minorities.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yes. The caste politics and the rise of BSP ये जो कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स पॉलिटिक्स में जिस तरह का आपको स्लोगन्स यूज होता था, और आज भी स्लोगन यूज होता है कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स में, और जिस तरह का स्लोगन यूज होता था, या फिर अगर आप देखें तो काशी राम ने पहली इस तरह की पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बनाई, और जहाँ से मायावती भी 4 टाइम्स चीफ मिनिस्टर 4 टाइम चीफ मिनिस्टर बनी। और उसके बाद ये कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स यूपी में चलता रहा, बिहार में चलता रहा, साउथ में चलता रहा। तो ये एक जो कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स है वो इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है इंडिया के पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर का। कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स नहीं, कास्ट कास्ट इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टिल। हम जब किसी को सीट, किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, क्योंकि ये टॉपिक क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स एंड द कास्ट, हम किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को इलेक्शंस के लिए सीट देते हैं, वहाँ भी हम कास्ट डायमेंशंस को देखते हैं, कास्ट पॉपुलेशन को देखते हैं। तो कास्ट बिकेम अ वेरी important part and the parcel of Indian political structure. And like Karthik is talking about all those aspects. And 1984, Kansi Ram founded a party called BSP, and here the emergence of a so-called लिबरल इंडिया, यहाँ से एक लिबरल इंडिया की शुरुआत होती है। तो कांसीराम जैसे लीडर्स जो हैं वो उन्होंने सोशल इंजीनियरिंग के थ्रू इसको किया। उसके बाद मुलायम सिंह यादव, लालू प्रसाद यादव, नीतीश कुमार, अगर हम और भी आगे बढ़ें तो इसके प्रोडक्ट देवगौड़ा भी यही के इसी पॉलिटिक्स के प्रोडक्ट हैं। तो दीज आर द इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड इन द स्टेट ऑफ Karthik also, Lingayat issue are very prominent. Those in both the caste and the religious issues. Sometimes कुछ समय हम लोग कास्ट और रिलीजन पे कंफ्यूज कर जाते हैं। डोंट कंफ्यूज, कास्ट और रिलीजन पे आप कंफ्यूज आप नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है ना। कास्ट इंटायरली डिफरेंट थिंग, रिलीजन जो होता है, धर्म होता है, जाति और धर्म, ये दो अलग अलग आइडेंटिटी होती है। क्योंकि मैंने आप लोगों को बताया है कि ब्राह्मण्स में ऐसे है, तो हम उसको आराम से उल्टा भी, मतलब हम उसको देख सकते हैं अगर ये पूरे पूरे कास्ट पर। और 1984 के बाद इंडिया में एक सोशल इंजीनियरिंग तो हुई, नो डाउट, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली उसका इम्पैक्ट उन कास्ट, जो कास्ट है उसके अपलिफ्टमेंट पे नहीं आया। उनका आप देखें कि रिजर्वेशन ओनली दे वांटेड रिजर्वेशन एवरी क्लास, लेकिन रिजर्वेशन इज ओनली वन सॉल्यूशन बिकॉज द गवर्नमेंट जॉब आर वेरी लेस। सो these are not the good idea for those who are having n+1 number in India, जो कि इंडिया में उनका ढेर सारा नंबर है, ठीक है। तो ये है कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स। एनीथिंग एल्स इन द कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kindly summarize this caste politics.
So,
Yes, role of because these are the things, role of caste in electoral politics everybody knows, how come? Yes, next.
in all electoral politics, and next, in everything, there will be some issues
Yes,
and problems.
yes.
So, there are three examples where it issues in the caste politics. The first one is a reservation. Right, in every aspect we have a reservation. So in India, caste groups which form the SCs and other backward caste have entitled for the reservation in public institutions. SCs for jobs, admission to education institution, legislative bodies, and institution of local governance, and the OBCs for the jobs in public institutions. The issue of reservation is embedded with caste politics. Different castes are involved in the politics of reservation. Castes which are excluded from reservation either demand reservation to them or abolition of caste-based reservation or exclusion of certain caste from the category for reservation. The caste entitled for the reservation want to retain the provisions for the reservation to them. Since the categories such as SCs and OBCs consist of various castes which have different levels of social, educational, and economical due to caste politics achievement. Some caste among them feel that they have not benefited from the reservation policies. They argue that benefits of reservation mostly go to the better sections among the reserved characters of that. For example, the most backward classes in Uttar Pradesh demand that the reservation quota for the OBC should be subdivided so that the advantage of reservation is given to them and it does not disproportionately go to dominant caste among the OBC. In this context, the MBCs in some Hindi states demand subdivision of quota on the lines of Karpuri Tattu Thakur formula. So these are the few examples of reservation issues. So coming to the next, the violence. Like in India we have many violence incidents based on the politics, like caste politics. So, violence involving caste and politics is generally related to caste-based discriminations that includes exploitation of women, economic exploitation, access to water, celebration of Ambedkar Jayanti, elections, and etc. There are the examples from different states in India where the low caste becomes victim because of the unequal social status and economic inequalities.
So
However,
what conclude Karthik? What Karthik wanted to say that the violence, the outcome of the caste politics in India, it is the violence, okay, and this is the most important. And the previous slide, the two other things are important, are outcome of. Reservation. The one example about the reservation, and the second example is next slide. Second example is violence. So these are the outcome of the caste politics in India, because still, though we are having constitution after 1950, but still we are living in Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaisya, and Shudras like a style. Okay, and so many caste violences in India, and recently you saw in so many states, and one state is the यूपी, जहाँ पे काफी इस तरह के वारदात आप लोग जो इस तरह की इश्यूज देखने को मिला है. यस, नेक्स्ट.
the other is the caste symbolism and the politics. Caste symbols, caste icons, historical figures, mythologies are the important tools of caste mobilization. Recognition of such mobilization gives us a sense of self-confidence to the caste associated with the such symbols. Four political regimes led by Mayawati's chief minister in UP at different times between 1995 and 2012 that underline importance of caste symbols and mobilization on such symbols by her party, the BSP, are the important examples of use of caste symbols in the politics. The Mahathi government identified several villages, such as Ambedkar villages in UP. These villages have substantial Dalit population. She introduced several policies for the welfare of Dalits in this village, as well as for the development of such villages. Her government also constructed Ambedkar Park in Lucknow and several monuments to honor symbols and icons related to the low caste and social imposition. Her government also created several new districts in the names of such icons renamed old several districts. So these three are the main issues.
A caste symbol and politics. Everybody knows that in India every caste, हर एक कास्ट के पास अपना एक सिंबल होता है, और जब प्रॉब्लम होती है तो उस जैसे कि आपने कभी सुना होगा कि आम्बेडकर की मूर्ति यहाँ पे तोड़ दी गई, उसके बाद ये मायावती ने एक बहुत बड़ा पार्क बनवाया था और उसमें इतने करोड़ रुपए खर्च हुए क्योंकि उसमें एलिफेंट एज ए सिंबल के रूप में दिखाया गया, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. तो ये क्या है? ये है कास्ट symbolism. And everybody knows that when the Mayati became the chief minister, he went वो मंदिर में गई थी, और क्योंकि मंदिर में ऐसा बोला जाता है, इंडिया के कुछ पार्ट में है भी, कि वहाँ पे निम्न जाति के लोग जो है सो कॉल्ड ये एंटर नहीं कर सकते. तो उसने ये चीज देखी और इन चीजों को उसने उन्होंने अडॉप्ट करने की कोशिश की. सो दीज आर द caste are very good. This aspect is very interesting, the caste symbol, because आप देखिए कि हर एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का जो कास्ट बेस्ड पार्टी है उसका अपना एक सिंबल होता है, और इसमें मुझे लगता है कि साउथ भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. यस कार्तिकेय.
Let's get to the conclusion of this topic, caste and politics. Caste and politics are interrelated, they influence each other. Caste has different roles in national, state, and local elections. The formation of political parties and organizations are based on many factors, in which caste is foremost, especially in North Indian political parties and also in South India. Not only party formation, but also selecting candidates are mainly based on the caste structure of that region. Reservation policy has extended the role of caste in electoral politics, and it has also provided political participation of scheduled and backward castes. Reservation has extended political participation and political respectation of many backward leaders in electoral politics. However, caste-based violence has been the worst impact of reservation and political party, and leaders are using it as a mean to manipulate and attract voters. Despite being a secular nation, caste is an integral part of Indian society, and therefore caste has been an important factor in the politics.
Okay, that's all for the today. It's all. I'll call you for the other presentation some other day. But these are the two issue. One, the left political parties and the caste and politics. So I think the caste और politics है वो जो है question वो आएगा. मैं कुछ मैटर आप लोगों को भेज दूंगा. डोंट वरी, मैं आप लोगों को कुछ मैटर भेज दूंगा, और जिसमें कि इसको हिंदी में भी है, और आपके चैप्टर में मैंने अभी बताया चैप्टर नंबर 34 डील्स विद द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, कास्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज. ठीक है. तो अच्छा, नेक्स्ट प्रेजेंटेशन किसका है नवनीत आनंद? नेक्स्ट किसका है?
सर मयंक है.
अच्छा मयंक, आपका किस पे है मयंक?
सर इमरजेंसी.
इमरजेंसी पे है. तो ठीक है, कल इसी टाइम में हम आपसे थोड़ा सा और लेट में कल, क्योंकि कल ना ओरिएंटेशन है कॉलेज में, तो मैं आप रेडी हैं अपने इमरजेंसी को लेके?
यस सर.
तो ये क्लास मॉर्निंग में भी हो सकती है?
यस सर.
अच्छा, तो आप रेडी रहिए. मैं देखता हूँ कि मैं आप लोगों को आज बता दूंगा, क्योंकि कल ओरिएंटेशन है. आप लोगों को पता होगा भी कि ओरिएंटेशन जब नए स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं तो उनको ओरिएंट किया जाता है कि कॉलेज में क्या है क्या नहीं है. तो अब आप लोग तो पुराने हो गए सेकेंड ईयर में, अब फर्स्ट ईयर के बच्चे आ रहे हैं, तो कल पूरा है ये टाइम, लेकिन क्लास तो लेनी है. और मैं अभी आप लोगों को कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स पे कुछ मैटर भेज दूंगा हिंदी में भी और इंग्लिश में भी. बाकी ये जो चैप्टर नंबर 34 अभी मैंने दिखाया बिपिन चंद्रा का, उसको बेस बनाइए, और उस बेस पे आप लोग और मैटर को ऐड कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई नो दिस इज डिफिकल्ट टू. हाँ, यस आरसिया.
Sir, I have a query.
हाँ,
You
यस.
have given us an assignment to make a video, right?
यस.
So we have to include just a PPT and our audio, or do we have to present it ourselves? Like we have to speak in that video?
Yes, speak to the video, just like class presentation.
Okay.
Just like, because we don't have time, so and you people are not active throughout in the class, so at least we have to submit one art, and the three things. The first is what? PPT, second recording, and the third your notes. And the same link I have extended up to the 5 files. You have to upload 5 files on it. आप लोग उसमें 5 फाइल्स को अपलोड कर सकते हैं. तो पहला फाइल आपका होगा पीपीटी का, दूसरा फाइल होगा आपका नोट्स का, यानी कि असाइनमेंट्स, दैट मीन्स written notes, and third half an hour interaction, the topic which you opted, or which you have yes, you have opted for the topic. Yes, Arsia.
Sir, but you have mentioned that we have to make a video and an assignment. So in that PPT is included, because in the assignment and the PPT the matter will be same, right?
But same, but that PPT will help the others also. That's why I'm taking. Okay, this is for the whole class.
Okay,
Okay.
so in conclusion, we have to make a PPT, we have to make an assignment, and we have to make a video of ourselves for 30 minutes,
Yes,
right?
30 minutes. Yes,
Okay, thank you.
absolutely clear. Okay, so and the caste politics, I'll send more matter and more articles about the caste politics because in the three questions, two question left political parties and the Dravidian movement, but the caste and politics. This is they will ask or examiner ask a long question on this caste and politics. So at least study this question wisely. और ये क्वेश्चन क्या है कि क्लास में डिस्कशन करने के लिए है. सपोज डेट इफ यू आर हैविंग सम क्वेरी, अगर आपके पास कुछ क्वेरी है तो आप लोग इसको डिस्कस कीजिए. कास्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स ऐसे ही खत्म होती है, कोई पैटर्न नहीं है कास्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स का कि वी आर गोइंग टू. बट पैटर्न क्या है कास्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स का कि आपको ये बताया जाए जैसे बैकग्राउंड में ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय एंड वैश्य एंड शूद्र एंड स्टिल दोज एट्रोसिटीज इज गोइंग ऑन. और उसमें जो चेंज आया वो कांसीराम के पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से आया. उसमें जो चेंज आया वो डिफरेंट स्लोगन से आया. उसमें जो चेंज आया वो मायावती के चीफ मिनिस्टर से बनने से है. उसमें चेंज आया जो कि और इंडिया में पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को इमरजेंस उसमें चेंज आया जब रिजर्वेशन को इंक्लूड किया गया. सो ये क्या है, एक तरह से मूवमेंट है कास्ट एंड पॉलिटिक्स बिकॉज द रिजर्वेशन इट्स सच ए बिग political incident in India. That was the big political incident of India, the reservation. In reservation जब हुआ तो ये बहुत बड़ा political इशू बन के आया था इंडिया के लिए. तो सबसे पहले यू पिक सम पॉइंट्स, आप कुछ पॉइंट्स को पिक कर लेंगे और उसके बाद आप इसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, डिबेट्स करेंगे. गेल ओम्बेट को और कुछ और हिस्टोरियंस को आप इसमें इंक्लूड करेंगे. ठीक है, चलिए. हाँ, यस यस मनोज.
सर पेपर कोड ना सर गलत हो गया एग्जामिनेशन फॉर्म में, सर से सही कैसे किया जाए?
पेपर कोड गलत हो गया एग्जामिनेशन में. तो आपका पेपर कोड आ रहा है नवनीत? सो हो
यस सर. यस सर.
अब ठीक हो गया. हाँ,
यस सर.
ओके. सो अगर मान लीजिए पेपर कोड अगर सही हो गया है, क्योंकि आज मेरी नवनीत से बात हुई थी तो मैंने बोला भी था कि अभी नई फॉर्म भरने के लिए. तो मनोज जब गलत हो गया है तो आप इसको अंशना मैम को, ऑफिस में है अंशना मैम, आप उनको रिक्वेस्ट भेज दीजिए, वो ठीक कर लेंगे. ठीक है.
ओके सर.
आपने क्या, आपने द मेकिंग ऑफ पोस्ट कॉलोनी इंडिया लिख दिया है क्या?
यस सर.
हाँ, तो कोई बात नहीं, अगर वो छूट भी जाता है तो कोई इशू नहीं है. क्यों इशू नहीं है? क्योंकि बाद में ऑफिस वाले सारे चेंज करेंगे, क्योंकि आपके लिए कोई दूसरा पेपर तो नहीं आएगा ना जी में. मेरी बात आप समझ रहे हैं? ठीक है. आप दिल्ली में हैं कि दिल्ली से बाहर हैं मनोज? चलिए, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड थैंक यू Kartikesh for your presentation. Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And this is and I'm going to listen individually to that DMK and other political party in South. Okay, I'll give you some time and we'll discuss about this. Okay, and
Yes.
Good. It's not opportunity. Brush up yourself and try to. PPT is what? PPT, that means you are going to write not this much matter in PPT. So चलिए धीरे धीरे ये बात ठीक होगी. PPT, that means point formation. You'll put some points on there and then explain it. This is called PPT. Okay, but this is the initial stage of you people.
Yes, sir. I'll try to improvise.
Yes. Okay, all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.